and grinding chain. My bent body mocks their torturing pain. Thy father drew his sword in the north. With his 1,000 strong he marched forth. Thy brother has armed himself in steel.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everybody. Start of a new stream. It is raining cats and dogs outside, so forgiveness in advance, please, if the mic doesn't sound the best, although I've been working hard on optimizing my setup. I splurged and I bought an external sound card finally. I do have a new mic as well, but at the moment I'm using my podcasting mic with the external setup. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I think I've got an improved setup. Anyway, I'm starting from a blank slate for this stream. I don't know where it's going. I don't know how far it's going to go. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going to stream and create and see what happens. This is the start of a new song. I will be continuing the song that I've been doing in the last 3 streams as well at some point, but I wanted to switch things out and do something different. So yeah, I'm doing something a bit different for this one, just to kind of switch things up. And again, like I said, I'm testing the new setup because I've got a new sound card, and I hopefully have improved the mic settings as well. So yeah, basically we will see how it goes. Just wanted to give you a bit of a self-introduction. My name is Stephen, otherwise known as Innovate. I have been doing web design and videography for 14 years now. I'm currently based in Nepal, where I'm stuck in lockdown, and I've been making digital music for a long time, but I haven't really done anything, I guess, quote unquote, professional with it so far. So I'm seeing how it goes. And my main digital workstation of choice is Fruity. I call it Fruity Loops because that's what it used to be called. It's now FL Studio. So I'm using FL Studio. For this particular stream, I'm just going to start messing around with samples and see where things go. Yeah, there's no particular goal for this stream other than I'm just going to see how things are. If you're interested in collabing, please check the information below and you can send me an email. My email is stephen@in-no-v8, that's the number 8, .com. stephen@in-no-v8.com. So feel free to send me a message if you want to collaborate. Otherwise, yeah. I hope you enjoy the stream. And let's get stuck into some music, shall we? I don't know what I'm going to do, like I said. I'm just kind of making it up as I go along right now. Excuse me. Oh my God. It's raining here. It's a strange days here. We're in the middle of a big lockdown. I saw, who did I see? Timbaland? I want to say Timbaland. Who is Timbaland? Yeah, I saw a music producer who hide their samples folder, and I should probably do the same, but I'm not that desperate right now. So I'm just going to go through some folders, and you'll see all of my secret sample folders. I'm just going to pick something at random here. Like I said, I've got no idea what I'm doing. Sounds of China. Why the heck not? Maybe do like an ethnic quartet type thing. Could do some kind of trap thing. I know a lot of people do. Ethnic samples and trap go down really well together. Again, you'll get a lot of clicking around.
Follow us for the funky behavior.
Oh, hello. Who was that? Naomi Liana? Naomi Liana? Sorry, I'm butchering your name. Didn't catch it until the very end, but thank you very much. Very, very nice to see you and welcome to the stream. Yes, I'm doing some noodling around with FL Studio. I'm thinking about doing some kind of quartet-y kind of stuff. Feel free to drop any suggestions in the chat about what you think I should be doing. I like this sound. Let's try. Oh, sorry, I've already messed it up. Let's try something like this. I kind of like that. Okay, so that was 84. So let's match the project tempo to the track. I usually do it the other way around, but let's see what I got here. Sample up, actually, that would be nice. Okay, I'm going to start chopping this sample up as a basis. I want to go a little bit faster though, so let's go up to like 100 or something more trip hop kind of tempo. And if you want to change the sample to match the speed, you type in the BPM, which we know is 84 because it's in the title there, and we don't want to set the tempo to this value. We just want to tell FL Studio that that's the speed. And again, okay, so now it's fitting in with the new tempo. Okay, let's focus in on some of the individual parts. And now let's start chopping up bits and pieces. So I'm just going to take out notes. Oh, I tell you what's nice as well is, let's put in Looper. I love Looper. Can't get enough of it. So there's a piece of software I'm going to show you called Looperator. It's a plugin here in the mixer, and Looperator basically you can really do some nice things with Looperator. I can spend all day just messing around with that one plugin, I tell you. More plugins. Looperator I am looking for. Okay. Looperator, there you go. I love this plugin. So it basically chops up a sample on the fly, and as you can see with this plugin, you can basically assign these different icons to the sample itself, and it will chop up the sample and do different things to it. So you have fast forward in the loops. I mean, I'll play it as the easiest way to show you, but let's just pick a random. Here you go. Let's see what it sounds like. There's so much you could do with this. I mean, a lot of it is silly, but sometimes you can find something. I use this a lot with harmony tracks, background audio. Okay, that's a bit over the top. Let's rearrange. Let's see what it comes up with. Rearrange is good for traps or break beats or stuff like that. So you can see, I mean, I'm not really doing anything but clicking around, and already you come up with interesting possibilities. Isn't it interesting? So much you could do with this. Yeah, it's crazy. Okay, so let me drop in just to give it some. Here's my percussion collection. Just to give it something to stick to, if you get what I mean. Here's a. Trouble is with a lot of these percussion loops, it's got a key, and I've already. Let me switch that off for a second. I'm going to go through some percussion here. These are one shots. Excuse me while I mess around. I mean, hopefully that's why you're watching, right? By the way, I haven't got my webcam on. I use a lo-fi hip-hop drums. Here we go. Drum loops. There you go. Let's try some of these. Key are we in? F. Let's see what key are we in. F. And again, to match the tempo, we're in 100 right now, but this is a 90 BPM sample, so you want to detect the tempo and then type it in. We know from the title that it's 90. Remember, do not set the project tempo to the value. So click on no for that. And then you want to make it fit to the tempo. And again, you type in the BPM of the sample and not of the project. So it's 90. And then it should, you'll see it slide in. There you go. Now what I like to do when I start making a song, especially a sample-based song, is I'll line up a bunch of samples that should fit in the project, but I won't necessarily use them all. I'll just stack up samples until I find a few different things that go nicely together. So we know this is F minor. So in the loop packs, let's look for F minor. I'm not worried about the tempo. Oops, no, wrong way around. I'm not worried about the tempo right now. I'm just worried about finding. not worried about the tempo right now. I'm just looking for samples that are in F minor. If I can figure out how to do this. Loop packs. There you go. Will it do it in loop packs? Yeah, I don't usually. I actually usually use my browser, which I might well do. I'm kind of tempted to. I've got them in the back end here, but I like to use my browser. I'm going to do that just because I'm more comfortable searching in my browser than I am searching inside FL Studio. So we know that the sample that we have is F minor, so I'm looking for other things at F minor. I'm not really worried about tempo because I can make the tempo fit to the 100 BPM that we've set for the project. So I'm more worried about getting a sample that fits in the key more than I am fitting in the tempo. So we are looking for something that fits in that basically project sample. Excuse me while I just figure out something. I've got to get the sound working properly. Okay, there you go. So, what did I use? Discord. I can use the browser as well. Do you hear this? Let me see if you do. No, not yet. Not yet, you do not. Technical issues, la la la. Okay, never mind. I can drag it in here and then you'll hear it. We'll just have a little bit of quiet parts. I think you can hear that one this time. Let me try that again. Okay. So I'm just going through my sample packs, but outside.
Say came nothing. Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me.
Yes. I am listening to you. I like that. So 95, so it's slightly different, but it's enough that I can shoehorn in, so to speak. So again, type in the tempo, but don't change the project to that value, and then fit to tempo, and again type in the value of the sample and not of the project, and then it will slot in.
Listen to me, 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 listen to me.
Okay, so far so good. And again, I might not use all of these samples in all of these places, but the idea right now is I'm just building up some different sounds that sound good together, so that it gives me a bit of inspiration to start off the song. That's nice. It's lovely. Bit of an ambient sample here. So again, I know this is 95. So let's slot this into place. Set the tempo, put in the tempo time, and then you'll see the speed adjust, but it's a long tempo this time. And turn that piano off for a second.
Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me.
Okay, now I'm going to start adding some effects to the voice. I'm a big fan of reverb, so yeah, slap a load of reverb on this, just because I can. I like to use, there's a couple of different plugins for reverb. I like to use Valhalla Room. That's one of the it seems to be one of the industry standards. I see a lot of people using Valhalla Room, just because it has some really nice, large, kind of lush reverb. That's a bit too much. But I do like it. It's you can get completely overboard with Valhalla Room. It's so tempting to use like something ridiculous.
Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me.
Okay, let me get some kind of drum loop going. I've got this gospel samples that I've been dying to use. Ah, there you go. That's lovely. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, please. Yes, please. It makes my little chill out ambient heart go pitter patter. Alright, so I know this is 120 BPM. Again, like I said before, the idea about this is layering loads of different samples together to break out of that 8-bar loop. That's a big problem with when you're making a new song, is you get a lovely little 8-bar loop going, and then you get stuck in this 8-bar loop cycle, and you can't break out of it. So right now I try and layer enough samples together that I've got ammunition that allows me to drop things into different parts of the track. If that makes sense at all, that's a good way that I've found to break out of that 8-bar loop. And also when you bring samples into the project of different lengths, that forces you to kind of push yourself further than that 8-bar loop, because then you're using different lengths that are going to be naturally longer than the 8 bars. So if I use that with the clicker,
Listen to me, listen to me, listen to
so I think you can see how that would be a nice loop there, but it's a little overbearing. I'm going to use this as a loop, basically. I'm going to make 4 of these together, basically. that with a little bit of reverb. Okay. And again, like I've got these samples in the back end that I can now go back to and refer to, and now I've got more of an 8-bar, more than an 8-bar. I can start chopping and changing and dropping in samples, and again, it's a great way of being able to extend that song. You know, it's just nice to have these in the back end, basically, so that I can use them if I need them.
Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me, listen to me.
I realize I had the metronome on all the time.
Listen to me, listen to me.
Okay, let's lay down some drums before I get too far into it. I said that last time and then I got distracted. Drums, itty drums. Okay, stay on track, Stephen. Don't get distracted this time. Oops. Yeah, I'm getting distracted already. I know these aren't drum loops. Yeah. Not quite the tone of the piece. Quite nice though. Okay, I'm distracted again. But we haven't got a bass track in here, so...
Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me.
Oh, right, I haven't put it in time, that's why. I was like, it's not fitting in properly, then I realized. Excuse me while I slot it in, there you go.
Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me. Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me.
So far, so good. I'm digging that. I never know what to say that. These song titles are the hardest part, actually. To be honest, the song titles are even harder than making a song sometimes, because I never know what to call it. I'm going to call it 5-tet, even though it's not 4-tet anymore. That's what I started off wanting to do, which was like a 4-tet dance song. That's some kind of ethnic dance song, and now it's ended up being some kind of ambient trip-hoppy kind of track, which is completely different. Okay, drum loops. Okay. Promise I'll get a drum loop eventually. Honest. Sliding through my samples. Let me go back to my sample packs here now. I think I can find something. Ambient textures. Maybe loops, drum loops. This pack is nice. It's loops made out of found audio rather than programmed sounds, if you get what I mean. So you get like forest and leaves and things like that. That could work as a bass drum track. And again, detect tempo, we're on 80, right? Okay. Already knows, thank goodness. Sometimes FL Studio is good at finding the tempo of samples, sometimes it just can't find them.
Listen to me, listen to.
Now, the good thing is, I mean, it's in the right tempo, but I feel it's twice as fast as it could be. So you can actually, now that it knows it's 80, you can fit it, you can type in twice the speed and it will slow it down by a factor of 2. So it's kept it in the right tempo, but it's slowed down the loop.
Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me. Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me.
Nice. So far, so good. Try something like this. I'm just layering a few different drum sounds in here so I can get some kind of idea. And I might not use these at the moment, but at least it gives me something to populate the track with for the time being, you know.
Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me. Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me.
Now, one of the things I like to do is there's a plugin called Echo Boy, I think it's called. Yeah, and it gives some lovely rhythmic, it's an analog echo processor, and it gives some lovely rhythmic echoes. So if I find some rhythmic, Oxygen is one of my favorite ones. And you'll see what I mean when I loop a section.
Listen to me, listen to me.
If I solo that. See, it fills in the gaps, basically. It fills in the, it makes a more complex pattern, which is nice. idea how the song can build from there. But yeah, Echo Boy is really nice at making some simple drum loops or simple percussion tracks into something a lot more complicated. So we're already starting to, and you heard when I was manually building up the tracks there, we're already getting more of a sense of something that can be built upon. Whoa, because I've switched all my samples on. I'm going to take off that original Chinese one because I'm not going to do anything with that. I'm just going to mute the other one because I'm not sure what I want to do with it yet.
Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me.
Quite nice at the moment.
Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me.
FL Studio was peaking quite a bit there. Sorry if it's a bit too loud. Okay, I want something a little meatier for a drum loop. So let's take away the ambient textures. Let's look for something. It's funny because, you know, when you build up a sample library, the more samples you get, the more you have to kind of remember where things are and what they're named. You can rename them till the cows come home, or you can put them in different folders, but, you know, the human brain is only going to keep so many of them in mind at the same time, so it's very hard sometimes to figure out where you're going. I would say a good 60% of my track building and making is just kind of going through these piles of samples and trying to find something that sounds good or, you know, goes in there. Yeah, too dancey. Not looking for that at the moment. Here's some nice and that's quite nice. There's a lot of variety there. Alright, so it's 116. And again, we're making it fit, but we're not changing the entire project to the sample. We're changing the sample to the project. Not the other way around. Not vice versa. Let's have a quick listen here.
Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me.
Good so far. 5/10. One-shots. One-shots break up the different sections of your song. So, for example, I need an F minor, don't I? Does it have any F minor? I mean, I'm not going to use this, but if I drop it into a section, it now starts to delineate the sections, distinguish each section. So, for example, it's just a good way of announcing, by the way, I've arrived and here's this section now. So I like to sprinkle in some one-shots in between the different build-up sections, just so you've got something to distinguish one section from another. However, like I said, I probably won't use that. That was just for what's the word? That was just to show what can be done. Just going through some extra samples outside of the project folder, so you can't really see what I'm doing. But I'm just trying to find some interesting loops.
Ooh, if this is torture, tie me to the chair.
How I feel.
That might be nice. Yep, I'm going to drop that in. And again, might not use it here, I might not use it now, but I'm giving myself ammunition to sprinkle around the track in at a future point. Yes, 123. Okay. It's a bit laborious doing it that way, but yeah, that's basically how you fit. But it is a very handy trick because it means you can basically, you're not tied down to having to find samples at the same BPM. You can just make them slot in.
Listen to me, listen to.
Yes, I do dig that. I'm just messing around with this one on its own for a second. Oh yeah, remember Looperator I talked about? I keep being drawn back to that, but we'll get more of an idea here what it can do. See, I think you get more of an idea. With Looperator, you can take one sample and give it a lot of variety. I like that because it gives it a little extra stereo fill, I guess. Okay, that's good. We'll leave that there. It'd be nice with some bass there as well. So you're getting the beginnings of, I mean, it just kind of starts, obviously, so, you know, that's not ideal. However, you're kind of getting the beginnings of a track, the way it's building up. And I wouldn't necessarily always do it in this kind of generic build-up style, but this puts the building blocks of the track together and, again, breaks out of that, that 8-bar loop that we were talking about. Already we've got, what are we on now? Yeah, we've got over a minute of music there, based on one sample. Because I've started to layer the samples and fill in the blank spaces, instead of just loop that one sample and then layer on top of that. Because I tend to, if I find a nice sample and then I layer on top of that, I can have an amazing 8-bar loop and then be stuck because I've got nowhere to take the song. I've got nowhere to go from that 8-bar loop. So now I've got something that builds up and evolves over the course of a minute, and I can start to introduce middle sections or breakdowns or, you know, completely different sections and add to it and start to morph these sections.
Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me. Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me.
So, you know, I could arguably mess around with that a lot. And it's building up a bit too fast because it's an ambient track, so it would take longer to, well, I say ambient. It's a down-tempo type of track, so it should take longer to build up to these sections. See, this would be a great sound to use an automated clip on and build it up. Remember I talked about those one-shot moments? So it says the tempo is 115. So first of all, I'm going to put the tempo in there, like all the others, just to get it to match. and I might double the speed, double the length. But what I want to do with this track is I want to build up the intensity, so I'm going to automate. I'm going to create an automation clip, so if you right click on most of the knobs and the sliders within FL Studio, you can create an automation clip which will basically it'll basically be as if you're tweaking the knob or the slider during the course of the track. Now, instead of me having to physically do it, I can set it to automate. And I can also do the same with third-party plugins, but there's an extra step. But when it's built into FL Studio, it's as simple as just right-clicking and then creating an automation clip. And as you can see, it's created this long slider here. Now I need to switch it on so to make sure that it's active. But if I make this the length of the sample, okay, now if I play this, I'm just going to leave a little. I'm going to leave a little extra. I don't know what I'm doing with it. This feels like it's going to be like a breakdown section basically at the moment. And again, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just, again, pushing myself to break out of those 8-bar loops because I don't want to get too stuck in any one section right now. But you get an idea what this does. If I wanted to, I could also I could reverse that sample, or I could have that same sample play and then fade that out. But it's just a nice way. So I've automated the volume basically to go from 0 to 100%, which is probably a mistake because it's not really designed to be shot up. Some nice reverb. Excuse me, I should get a drink, but I don't really want to stop the stream. Use a different reverb this time. I haven't really gotten used to this. This one is huge technical, and it also seems to use up a lot of processing power. It gives it just that. Oh, excuse me. It gives it enough of a tail, basically, that it doesn't just shut off at the end of that section. Oh my word! I'm going to have to get a drink or something. My voice is going. I've been in lockdown for 6 weeks, 7 weeks. Not used to talking to people. I've been isolated. Help me. Yeah, I've been talking to myself, but I haven't been talking out loud much, so I think it's weird having a conversation with myself. Okay, so that gives a good. Remember, I was talking about using one shots to to distinguish between different sections. This isn't really a one-shot, it's more of a build-up, but same kind of principle. It just distinguishes, okay, that's the end of that louder section, now let's go into a quiet section. Oh dear. There was a drum fill. Where did I saw a drum fill somewhere. On breaks, maybe, was that it? Yeah, drum break, here we go. Let's dig into some. That's quite nice. Kind of too much, but very nice sound. Let's pop it in because why not? It's the lovely thing about digital stuff. You're not harming anyone by trying. You're not wasting anything by doing it. Almost put the whole project at the wrong. What did I say it was? I didn't say 92. There you go. I almost certainly won't use this, but I just wanted to hear it because I think it's too overwhelming. Symbol. Need a symbol. Don't ask why. I just need a symbol. Not that one though. Cough as a symbol, it says. Yeah, that'll be nice. And again, this is just that. I'm just working on a build-up section right now. Just because now that I'm stuck on this particular area. Okay. Let's get the peak of the symbol going. There you go. I think that's right. Listen. undecided about that, but the fact that it's there just gives it a little kick to go into that breakdown. I want a piano in the breakdown. That's what I want, and I shall have it. God damn it. Let's go back to my F minor searching. I'm looking for a nice piano for the breakdown, and maybe some kind of chord variation, chord change as well. Just enough to give me a little oomph, a little variation through the middle section. I realize I'm stepping away from the mic a bit. I'm kind of leaning back in my chair. Sorry about this. I am a relatively new streamer, so this is all relatively new to me. You'll have to forgive me if I'm making schoolboy mistakes. I'm not one of your giant, big giant streamers. Yeah, where was I? I got distracted. F minor, that's right. I know I said I wanted keyboard, I'm just yeah, there you go. That's one of those one-shots that I was talking about before. That'll be nice. Good thing about one-shots is that you don't have to match the tempos. They're just a nice kind of thing that drops in there. Nice. I might not use it, but right now it sounds good. So I'll leave that there. Yeah, anyway, back to the piano. That's what I was looking for. Get distracted, you see. This would be nice for that quiet section. So now I want to replace basically these loops, change the feeling for the quiet section. The breakdown, I think it's technically called. How I Feel Every Monday. Huh! Okay, let's put that into the tempo. See, I might slow this down as well, because I think I have a feeling I'll go by a bit too fast. Let me take these out. Nice. So now you've got the beginnings of I don't know what to call it, the breakdown, I guess. Anyway, I'm still looking for a piano. Honest. Here you go. Let's see what I got here. See, that's lovely. scene changes and everything. Oh yeah. Yes, please. Okay. And I know these are samples. I can push myself and challenge myself to do a song with just original stuff, but at the moment I'm just kind of dropping in samples and seeing how it goes. I didn't have, I think I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, there wasn't a particular goal for this particular song. It was just kind of messing around and seeing what fits and goes in. And because of that, I didn't really want to start from scratch with original stuff. I wanted to speed things up by dropping in samples. I don't like the end of that just because it... Just gonna solo this for a second. What I want to do is chop up the beginning and use that at the end. See? Let me try something. I'm just messing around right now. Maybe the third part twice. Yeah, that might work. Let's try that. Just want to add a little bit of chord variety there. And because the bass is so strong here, that's better. Yeah, I like that. Right, as this is a breakdown section, what I have is a little, I have a little folder of spoken word stuff, not spoken word stuff, but movie samples, I guess, bits and pieces from different films, and here it's kind of earned a little space to put that in. So I'm going to close that and go to my, close these things. Where is it? FL Studio Ideas, samples, here we go.
I used to like the rain when I was a kid, even when it rained hard like now.
One of the most beautiful ladies I ever knew I met in the rain.
I used to like the rain when I was a kid.
It's a bit of a tradition of mine. to drop in these kind of vocal samples, sprinkle them around my tracks. If you have heard any of my other songs, which why would you, let's face it, but you can on my SoundCloud, which you can see in the stream information. It is in-no-v8, and yeah, you can check those out. You'll see this happens in a few of my songs. I like to drop in these little quirky, odd sample moments, basically, just to break things up.
I used to like the rain when I was a kid, even when it rained hard like now.
One of the most beautiful ladies I ever knew I met in the rain. High heels and wet feet in the rain.
So let's
I used to like the rain when I was a kid, even when it rained hard like now.
One of the most beautiful ladies I ever knew I met in the rain. High heels and wet feet.
I think it's kind of poetic. Even though it's cheesy, it's an old, film noir.
I used to like the rain when I was a kid, even when it rained hard like now.
One of the most beautiful ladies I ever knew I met in the rain. High heels on wet paper.
And I'm going to add a bit of reverb and a bit of echo to the voice as well.
I used to like the rain when I was a kid.
One of the most beautiful ladies I ever knew I met in the rain. High heels on wet paper. High heels on wet paper. High heels on wet paper.
Even when it rained hard like now.
Okay. Unfortunately, you'll have to listen to this song a lot now.
I used to like the rain when I was a kid.
But what can you do?
I used to like the rain when I was a kid, even when it rained hard like now.
One of the most beautiful ladies I ever knew I met in the rain. High heels on wet paper.
I used to like the rain when I was a kid, even when it rained hard like now.
One of the most beautiful ladies I ever knew I met in the rain. High heels on wet paper.
I used to like the rain when I was a kid, even when it rained hard like now.
One of the most beautiful ladies I ever knew I met in the rain. High heels on wet paper.
I used to like the rain when I was a kid, even when it rained hard like now.
One of the most beautiful ladies I ever knew I met in the rain. High heels on wet paper.
I used to like the rain when I was a kid, even when it rained hard like now.
One of the most beautiful ladies I ever knew I met in the rain. High heels on wet paper.
I used to like the rain when I was a kid, I used to like the rain when I was a kid.
Let's give it a bit of a listen. Because again, if I get too stuck in one section, then I forget how it sounds in the context of the whole. And then you get a bit lost in that one section, then you pull back and realize that you don't actually like it, or that it sounds too different, or that it doesn't match the rest of the song. Again, I don't know where I'm going with this. I don't have a plan in mind. I'm just enjoying the journey, basically. I'm going to take out that from the beginning.
Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me. Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me.
I used to like the rain when I was a kid. Even when it rained hard like now.
One of the most beautiful ladies I ever knew I met in the rain. High heels on wet paint.
Yeah, I'm digging this. So far, so good. Again, this isn't necessarily how the song will start. You know, because it just, right now, it just kind of starts. But it's definitely got something there, and there's a build-up, and there's a, I guess now we're the beginnings of the middle section.
Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me.
I used to like the rain when I was a kid. Even when it rained hard like now.
One of the most beautiful ladies I ever knew I met in the rain. High heels on wet paint.
Yes, I'm definitely digging that. Don't know how long I've been streaming. I will check the time. Actually, there's no timer on the stream. Some things, again, I'm getting used to. But I'll probably be logging off in the not too distant future. Just wanted to get something going here. Yeah, that's not going to do it. It might be nice. We haven't got any guitar in the track yet. Let's drop it in and see, shall we? As I keep saying, some of these I'll keep to one side, not necessarily use. Keep them switched off for a while. Double the speed on that one. So what is that? 119 is 2, come on, maths. 240, but it's not. 220, 238. Okay, let's do a bit of... So that should make it twice as slow. There you go. Wait. Yeah, that's right. No, don't like that. I could chop it up as well. For example, push this one back. I chopped it up too soon on that one. There. I think you get what I mean with this. Just spacing it out a bit. Let's try that. Let's chop up the sample a little and let's loop that. And place that back. Let's see how that sounds. So I'm going to leave this one to the side because I'm undecided about it. It doesn't instantly feel like it, it doesn't jump out at me at the moment, but it could be something I use. So I'm going to leave it in a switched off track basically, so it won't play, but it's there to be potentially used. Because it might sound great. But I'll decide. Okay, I'm going to call it quits there, I think. I'm going to play it once more through just to see what I've got. So far we have the kind of beginnings of the track-ish, building up to a kind of breakdown section, which we are on. Where are we? 2 minutes into the track. That's pretty good. I mean, that's a good length already in the first session. And this is by no means complete, but it's certainly the good basis and foundation of a track that goes beyond that kind of spending too long on an 8-bar loop. So let's have a listen.
Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me. Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me.
I used to like the rain when I was a kid. Even when it rained hard like now.
One of the most beautiful ladies I ever knew I met in the rain. High heels on wet paper.
Digging that. Yeah, so far so good. Okay, so my name has been Innovate, or you can just call me Stephen. I hope you've enjoyed the stream. This is part one of an ongoing series, I guess, for this new song called 5/10 at the moment.
Listen to
Don't forget, if you want to check out some of my other work, check out my SoundCloud, IN-NO-V8. If you're interested in learning more about me, there's my Instagram and my website links below. Hope you've enjoyed the stream, and thanks a lot for watching.
Listen to me, listen to me.
Say subscribe for further streams in the future. Appreciate all the views and follows and likes and love and comments and all of that good stuff. And I will see you in the next one.